What's up everybody, welcome to Still Engine Vlogs. So today we have a hot topic, how to use a DSLR camera. If you're using a DSLR camera and you're still using a auto mode, you have to watch this video. With DSLR camera you have endless option. You can make a pro appearance for any image you take if you use a manual mode. So keep watching this video and get some good tips, and from tomorrow you can take pictures like a pro. Enjoy the video. If you want to get some cinematic look for your photos, it's not possible with the auto mode. So keep in mind, it doesn't matter what kind of camera you use, you have to use a manual mode. So in this video, I'm going to cover the three main elements of a DSLR camera. They are aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. So if you know these three elements, even you can take professional photos. Let's start with the first element, aperture. The aperture is the element which giving a cinematic appearance for all the images by blurring the background. So what is aperture does? It's also known as f-stop. The aperture or f-stop allows more lights to go inside your camera and also help to blur the background. In my camera, the lowest aperture possible is f4.0. By using this aperture, I've taken an image. Look at this one. I'm happy with this image. My image is very sharp and focused, and there's enough lighting and there's a very blurry background. That way I get a three-dimensional feel about my image. Look at this example number 2. This time I'm taking a landscape photography. So there are plenty of things in my frame, so I want to get everything to be focused. So I'm pushing my f-stop into 18. So this time with this f-stop 18, I'm able to capture a very good landscape photography by getting everything is focused. So if you want to use a portrait photography, try to use a lower aperture. That way you get a blurry background and it looks very clear and sharp. And if you want to take a landscape photography, make sure you're using higher aperture. Let's move on to the next topic, shutter speed. Shutter speed is the element you use mainly for the sports photography, wildlife photography, or taking a photo of a moving objects. If you take a photo of a moving object using an auto mode, you mostly end up like this. It will be blurry and shaky. So if you want to freeze the movement or if you want to freeze the action, make sure that you are using a higher shutter speed. Look at this image. This time I'm using a lower shutter speed, that is 100th of a second. My image is blurry and shaky and I'm not happy with this image. This time my shutter speed is 3,000ths of a second. Even though the object is moving, I was able to capture a sharp, focusing and beautiful image without any blur and shaky. So that's possible only because of higher shutter speed. So make sure that when you're taking a photo of a dance event or if you're taking a photo of a sports actions, make sure that you're using higher shutter speed. All right, let's move on to the third topic, ISO. ISO act like a fake light. So look at this situation. This time I don't have enough light source in my house and I'm not using a flashlight. And this is the image looks like. The ISO is 100 right now. How can I get a beautiful image by adding extra light into this image when I'm not having enough light source? So I'm going to push my ISO into 800 right now. So look at this image. Now the ISO is 800. The picture is bright enough. So everything is clear. It's all focused and I'm happy with this image. But keep one thing in mind. If you're pushing ISO into 2000 and 3000, there'll be more light, but you will also getting more grains and pixelation like this. If you're adding too much of ISO, it will spoil the quality of the image by adding more grains and pixelation. So kindly use the only needed ISO. Don't add too much ISO, it will spoil the quality of the image. So now we covered the three main elements of a DSLR camera. So I'm going to conclude, aperture is the element you use when you want to take a very three-dimensional feel of a portrait photography, or if you want to take an object, or if you want to take a product photography by blurring the background. You keep in mind, try to use the lowest aperture possible in your camera. And if you want to take a landscape photography, use the higher aperture so everything in the frame is clear. The next is shutter speed. The shutter speed is used to take action photography and to freeze the movement or freeze the action. That way you get very clear and sharp photo without any shakes in the image. The final thing is ISO. ISO is kind of a fake light you're going to add into your camera, but keep in mind too much ISO will spoil the quality by adding grains. So I hope you understand the three elements of DSLR camera. If you're able to take some sample photos, kindly send it to me. I can give you some feedback and suggestions. And in future, I'll be adding more videos about the DSLR camera and also teach you some creative way you can take some photos. So for that, kindly please subscribe my channel, press the bell button, and also press the thumbs up. I'm happy to share more videos for the beginners. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.